Good evening and welcome to the hour dedicated to talking about all things strange, weird, and paranormal. You're listening to Strange Talk, broadcasting on 1660 AM in Northside and 91.7 FM HG2 WVXU in Cincinnati. We're also streaming at radioartifact.com around the entire planet Earth. The intro track to this episode and most of our episodes is the Strange Talk intro by Starsilk. And I'm your host, Alyx.
And I'm your co-host, Creature.
And as you can probably tell from the phone quality, we're all snow and iced in. Welcome to the new year. It's nothing but ice. What is that, like, apocalypse movie where everything freezes over? Is that Day After Tomorrow or Independence Day?
It's Day After
Why
Tomorrow.
am I thinking of those both at the same time?
Independence Day is an alien movie.
Yeah, for some reason those are like linked in my brain for some reason.
Have you seen Tropic Thunder?
No.
One of the parody movies Ben Stiller's character is supposed to have done, because he's an action star, is it's like a cheesy action movie called Scorched, where the Earth is like on fire multiple times. He's done like 7 of them.
Yeah. But
his latest one is they change it up instead of the world being on fire, it freezes over. Well,
that's not going to happen in our lifetimes because we're like melting the polar ice caps and all that. But,
humans are pretty dumb.
Maybe we'll overcorrect for all the climate change and freeze things. I mean, that is part of why we're getting more intense storms in winter is climate change. But I don't know, maybe it'll freeze over. We'll see what happens.
Are you saying the weather outside is frightful?
Yeah, a little bit, actually. It took me over an hour to try to de-ice my car this morning, and it's still pretty iced.
Oh, God, yeah.
I got it to where it can move out of the driveway, but I would not drive it on the highway.
Oh, yeah. I am stranded. I've been, Alex can attest to this, listener. I've been stranded at the current location for several days.
I mean, you're just recording from an undisclosed remote location of secret origin.
There's not a reason at all that we're using phones instead of microphones.
Actually, Creature is in the witness protection program for knowing too much. About I was trying to think of something related to the climate change, and I got nothing here.
It's all done by Bigfoots. It's
Yetis? Or Yeti's not real?
Well, see, that's the thing. Since Bigfoots are Nephilim.
Oh, no. Oh. Okay.
I think I've talked about that on the air before.
We have. So, we figured since we're all snowed in, and probably a lot of you all are too, we're going to do a little open lines tonight. I have posted the phone number on our page, so we have that rolling whenever people want to call in. So from time to time, you will see me stop and let people join us. But our theme tonight for our open lines is, what is the weirdest thing that has ever happened to you? So I wrote a little blurb about it. And you may have heard this if you've been listening to Radio Artifact this week. This says, as the clock strikes 9 p.m., the airwaves crackle to life with the sinister hum of strange talk. Have you ever experienced something so strange, so unbelievable, it left you questioning reality? This week, Alyx and Creature are taking call-ins from the show's listeners on the topic of what's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you. So we're looking for anything, just coincidences too uncanny to be believed, creature sightings. Honestly, if you've met Nicolas Cage, or like, I don't know, who's someone you would meet and no one would ever believe you? Jeff Goldblum.
Elvis is my go-to.
Well, I've seen a bunch of Elvis sightings around here because there's an Elvis impersonator. I've talked about that on the show where me and Kala kept seeing it, and our other friend did not see it at all. And so we were like, we swear we saw Elvis. And he was very nice when I finally did run into him and go, this is really cool. But
you remember, like, back in the early 90s, there was, like, all that slew of, like, Elvis sightings.
Yeah. I think Elvis and Tupac. I think there was a whole bunch of Elvis and Tupac sightings. But, if you've seen Tupac recently, please call in. We want to know about your Tupac sightings. I thought I would kick it off, though. This isn't, like, super, super weird, but I did think it was just strange. A few years back, I went with a couple of friends up to Chicago, and we crashed for the night at this house in Peoria, Illinois. And my friends that I was going with used to perform in, like, sideshow and stuff, and so we were staying with some of their friends up there who were also sideshow performers. And they had told us to find this house. They were like, okay, just look for the house with the dinosaur out front. And I was thinking like a little like cement dinosaur statue. No, there was a 3-foot tall paper mache triceratops head on the front porch. So that is how we found this house, was a gigantic green triceratops head on the front porch. And I went, this is awesome. And it's the middle of the night, by the way, when we get there. We drove up from Louisville. And we climb up the steps to the front porch, and the front door is just covered in door knockers. And so I'm like, I don't know which one to use. And then I realized there's a doorbell. So we ring the doorbell, and we are let in by our hosts, who are these 3 roommates who are sideshow performers. Now, when you get into this house, I can only describe it as a miniature version of the Winchester Mystery House. Like, you walk in, and there's immediately like a fireman's pole from the 2nd story. I'm not sure how that got past like code or whatever. There's also just like a door to nowhere that also leads to this pole. So you can like open this door and then just jump on the pole to go down to the 1st floor. To the left, their living room just has hammocks strung up everywhere at varying heights. I don't even remember like that much about it because like we got there in the middle of the night. And so we got there, we had brought some wine for everybody. We were sitting around drinking wine. And as we started talking, one of the hosts there said something. And I was like, it was about Goshen, Ohio. And I was like, Goshen, Ohio? That's actually like where I was born. And he was like, no way, I used to live there. And I went, yeah, me too. I lived in this little trailer park. And he went, oh my gosh, I did too. Now, there was only really one trailer park in Goshen, Ohio at the time. And so we started talking about like the tornado that ripped through there once. And the reason that I thought of this story recently was the thing that we like both realized and registered that, yes, it was 100% the same neighborhood, was because we were talking about the sledding hill at the park, because it went all the way down this hill. And if you didn't bail out at the last second, you would fall into a creek bed and just like eat absolute. So that is how we realized, oh my gosh, we briefly lived in the same neighborhood. And I drove like something like, I don't know how many miles it is to Peoria. Let me see how many miles that is. But I drove that many miles just to find somebody who grew up exactly in the neighborhood I used to. It's about 300 miles, which I think is just so strange.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, my last thing of that story, until we've got somebody on the caller line, but my last thing about that story is these roommates were amazing. They did pictures together for every holiday and sent out postcards, and I still have one for Pi Day where they're all dressed in Roman togas eating pizza very dramatically. It was great. But
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get our caller on here.
No.
Hello, you're on with Strange Talk.
Howdy, sup, creeps.
Hi. Oh, it's the fabulous Mrs. Creep.
I was like, I'll see if it's time to call in, see what they're doing.
Yes, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, so you have perfect timing.
Technical difficulties? No way.
Right? Now, are you also snowed in right now?
I go. For a Wisconsinite, not so much.
Not so much,
but
yeah.
Yes. Copious amounts. I went out and made snow angels yesterday. It was fantastic.
Beautiful. Now, do you have a story of something that happened to you, or do you have another fabulous ghost story? Or both?
Well, it's kind of a little hybrid story, but not necessarily a ghost story. I'll say something creepy that happened to my team and I.
Ooh.
So I guess that still counts.
Yeah, that absolutely counts. We're taking whatever the weirdest thing that's happened to you is, so that 100% counts.
Yeah. So I think this one fits in that category. For if I had to think back, it could have been a way that myself and my entire paranormal team could have ended up as one of those true crime stories.
Uh-oh.
So
Awesome.
A good cautionary tale. We love it.
Yes. It is a cautionary tale to pay attention. Don't get too excited because they're distracting you. But yeah, so it's kind of one of those there we were type of stories, and we were investigating a home that was used to film a horror movie in Bothell, Washington. A lot of my stories are in Washington. It seems that's where a lot of the the group of these types of things happened. And the film was called 20, and it was filmed at a home in Bothell, Washington. It was one of those kind of sub-rated, horror movies. The guy gets a hold of us, and he's like, the crew has said, I think, that they're having apparitions and uneasy feelings, and I want you to come and investigate this house.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, okay, well, I did some history on it. Nothing crazy popped up. And we show up, and the house is, the bells and whistles should have already have gone off from the moment we drove up. It was cold outside. The house had that cold look with leaves rolling, and there wasn't any decorations or anything that said this is a warm and welcoming home. It said, I am deserted, the dead live here. Like from the very beginning. But it was a big house. It was which is in Washington, houses are expensive. So it was a big house. And we're like, okay, we all gather our bags. We head to the front door. We had already spoke with him over the phone. And from the moment we walked through the threshold, all of us got the feeling of this guy is weird. Mm-hmm. He's very weird. And that should have been, like danger. But we're going to be professional, right? You're going to do what we're going to do. And as we're walking, he's giving us a tour of the upstairs of the home. And we realize every room so far has a mattress on the floor with no sheets. And in the closet, there is a random pieces of wardrobe, like 2 or 3 pieces but they're not normal pieces. They're like a spaghetti strap camisole or a very skimpy piece of wardrobe. Okay. And we're like, that's odd. Okay, we'll just keep going with the flow. And every single room was like this on the top floor. Maybe just so that they could just kind of keep people here while they film in other parts. We never asked because that part was just strange.
Yeah.
And we're sitting and we're like, okay, we're sitting around kind of figuring out how we're going to tackle this. And we're like, okay, let's take a look at the downstairs because that's another place that's where, these claims are happening. And we open the door and it is a straight shot down into the basement. And there's no way that you can see the rest of the hallway. You can't see what's to the right. It's just screaming, someone's at the bottom of the steps.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, I'm not going down. You go down. I'm not going down, So we finally get down to the bottom of the steps. And the downstairs is exactly like the upstairs, except there's one room that's closed, and there's a random person living in this room.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know what he looks like, or other than that, it's a he. And they're going to stay in the room the entire time. We never get to see this person.
Weird.
Okay, whatever, right? We unload our gear. We decide this is going to be, HQ for the night. And we go back upstairs. And he starts showing us, before we get going, he's like, oh, I really got to show you some of these pieces of equipment that I use. They're really good for your health. We did not ask for this. We did not ask hey, what do you do for your health? And he starts pulling out these like electric static pieces of equipment, like the little, I can't think of what it's called when they use static electricity to help with, your blood circulation and things like that. And he pulls out this mat, this huge mat. It almost looks like an area rug.
Yeah.
And and he plugs it in and he's like, oh, you got to stand on this thing. You gotta feel this thing. And all of us again are like, no, we're good. We're all dressed. Inevitably, somehow he talks us into to sitting in the living room using this static electricity equipment. Mm-hmm. We're like, we're not here for this. What is happening here? And all of a sudden he's like, I think the best place to start is the attic. And we're like, okay, because they had to wire rig and put electrical things to the attic so that they could, for cameras and things like that.
Yeah.
So we walk down the hall and we see the standard opening of an attic in the ceiling.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay. He whips this bad boy open. The steps come flying down. And he just motions with his hand, go ahead. He doesn't give us any direction. He doesn't tell us, hey, watch out. There's there's cyanide tablets on your left. Take one as you go.
Flavor aids on the right, cyanide's on the left.
Yeah, exactly. And for some strange reason, none of us decided that we were going to use our brains this afternoon.
Oh, no.
And we just proceeded to climb into the attic. All 5 of us. Boop, 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 boop. And all of a sudden, and 2 of us, I was a veteran. The other person was active duty. And we look at each other, and it's like all of a sudden our bells and whistles go off. And we're like, do we realize what we just did? And we're whispering to ourselves. And we look down, and now this guy is standing at the bottom of this ladder well, and he makes a comment. And he's like, well, guess I have you guys all in the attic. And we stop.
Oh,
and
no.
we freeze, and we're like, oh, no, this is it. This is where we go. Look, nobody's going to come looking for us here.
Oh, no.
And he starts, maniacally laughing because he thinks it's so funny. But we all believe that this person could have been capable of wiping us off the planet in one way or another.
I will say at least all 5 of you had numbers on your side. But yeah, that's one of those, once you're in that situation, you're suddenly like, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, because we didn't keep a single one of us out of the attic. We were so blinded by the paranormal experience. We just jumped right in.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember, like, at that point, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You're already up there.
You're like, well, I better be ready to fight, I guess.
Yeah, at least we better start recording so that they can, we can capture our own demise.
Someone will turn it into a great found footage movie one day.
Right. He can add it to his B-roll for 20, that we're like, okay, here we go. And we had these pieces of equipment where they almost look like large earmuffs, and you can put them over your ears and imagine, what are those microphones where you can like hear a flea fart from like 100 miles away? I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, I'm blanking on the name.
Parabolic microphone.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parabolic's just the recording pattern.
I'm still drinking my sleepy tea. I'm trying to remember what it's called. And we could hear him as we're up there, takes pictures and like doing paranormal stuff. You could hear him shuffling around downstairs because we're, he's in like the kitchen, messing with his random electric equipment that he had, and he keeps shuffling around. Weird. And he had this schnauzer dog, and every picture that we captured in the house, the schnauzer is staring down the barrel of the camera, and its eyes are red because it's reacting to the flash. But every single one, the dog's not walking, he's not sitting over on the couch sleeping, he is staring down the barrel of the lens, like,
oh, that's so
figuring
creepy.
out what's going to happen. Yeah, I'll never ever forget that dog.
That dog is haunted.
I'm like, this is the problem. This is where your activity's coming from, is this dog.
Maybe actually that guy is totally normal and that dog is like possessing this man to do his evil bidding.
Right? He is the puppeteer. Like, that is whatever this dog is. And of course it's puppeteer.
Sorry.
You caught it. You caught it. And I'm telling, it's so creepy. I have pictures because you and I we're somewhat, we talk regularly. We're friendly. I have those pictures, so remind me that.
Please do. I would love to see that.
To show you these, they're on like the catalogs of photos that we've taken over the years. And I just remember going through. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, can I just point out, while all this is going on, there is just a man living in the basement on top of this.
Precisely. We don't even know. Does he look like Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Does he look like Michael Myers? We don't know. None of us have been willing to say, I want to meet this person because we're going to be trapped in this house for 6-8 hours.
Yeah. You want to know who you're getting trapped with.
Yeah. Right. Is he like small person size where I can like pick him up and chuck him? Like, I need to know. I need to know. I'm a strong Midwest lady. I can put up a pretty good fight.
Exactly.
I just imagine.
Oh, man.
Nailed to the wall or something.
Right. Maybe there's other victims in the room because we never heard a peep. We didn't even hear so much as because we had these crazy microphones. Like, even when we were in the room across from it, there was almost where you kept like a big chest freezer. Oh my God, we never looked in the chest freezer.
Oh, it's probably better that you didn't. Oh no.
That's probably good that we didn't.
Yeah, it's probably better that you didn't.
Like, we never checked the freezer.
That place is so haunted because
probably half of that person.
Yeah, I would say that place is so haunted because it's just all of the bodies that are stuck there and he will not get rid of. Oh my God.
Oh, I was naive. I just wasn't thinking of this. Probably like 2008, 2009. I'm guessing right around there. So this was. I'm an old lady now, so now I have a little more gusto under my belt. But I remember we never even heard because I think if I'm going to be trapped in a room, like give me my Xbox, give me my computer, something. I never heard like sticks clicking. I never heard a light radio. I didn't even heard book pages turning. Nothing ever came out of this room. all you could see was a shadow under the door.
I really hate that. Everything about this is just getting worse.
Did it move?
No, that's the thing, is we thought it did, but when you would stop and, like, you know how you do the, like, don't breathe, just stare at it and see if it moves? We couldn't see anything moving. But we could have swore, like, when you walk past the door, you would see, like, a shadow under the door. But when you'd stop and look at it, we couldn't get a picture, photo, audio evidence of anything moving in that room.
I hate everything about that so much. It just gets worse.
And there was activity in the house. So at the downstairs, the creepy hallway, the very, very, very last room, I remember on the right-hand side was an empty room except for a metal, like a frame, like a small metal frame, probably like a twin, like a really, really small one. And then if you were to take a left down the other hall, now riddle me this, Batman. I can't remember what I had for lunch, but I can remember this hallway. And then on the left-hand side, it almost took you, there were an electrical fuse box, and then a door that took you outside to, like, the back garden area.
Yeah.
So we go in this room, and we're like, we're going to start asking questions. And we set up, back when we did it, this has changed, but it was basically a battery connected to a small, like, electrode light. Then you'd ask questions, and it would either go on and off depending on how it answered. And they have crazy equipment now, not to totally age myself, but that's what we had. And we started asking it questions. And I remember I was kind of kneeling in, like, the kind of praying knees on the floor. And then my other mates were around me. And we start asking questions, and a child starts responding. And at the same time, I have small detail, but I have, like, medium length hair. If I put my hair up in a clip, there's small pieces of hair that fall at the nape of my neck. And there was nothing behind me except for a bed frame and a wall. And it was the first and only time that I have ever had something touched on my body. And the hair on all along the back of it, that was probably 4 or 5 inches long, raised up and fell and touched the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Freaking,
I don't like that.
I've never had it happen. I never welcome it to happen. I don't ask it to happen. I'm not that type of investigator. It just happened out of the blue.
Oh my gosh.
And you can hear it. I remember the audio. You could hear it. I was like, oh, just a touch. I was freaking out. I wasn't yelling and hooping and hollering like Zach Bagans. I was just trying
You didn't try to fight the ghost?
Yep. I'm like, we're not going to Zach bro this. We're just going to keep going forward. And that room, I remember we got activity, and then one of the bedrooms upstairs with the weird mattresses that had a dry spa attached to it that none of us wanted to sit in.
Ooh.
And because, gross.
Yeah.
Someone's butt cheeks have been there. No, thank you. Ghost butt cheeks. And we never even got to investigate the claims. The last portion of the claims was that in the garage, one of the light people that was for the movie claimed that while he was hanging lights on a ladder, something had happened out in the garage. We could see the garage, but he never let us or took us out to the garage. So it was just, the whole thing was weird.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the very, very end of the night, we're packed up, we're loaded in the car, and he says, hey, do you guys want to watch the intro to this movie?
Oh no, what movie was it?
Right. I'm like, great, it's footage from whatever guy is in the other room, right?
Yeah, some snuff film or just something awful.
It is as awful as we got to see the rest of the movie, and it didn't match the intro at all. First of all, he took a straight rip from a 9 Inch Nails song off of, I remember it was
like LimeWire?
It had like B-sides, and
nice.
I immediately recognized it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I doubt that he got permission to use
he
this,
definitely did not.
Whatevs.
Yeah.
And this was before American Horror Story, but you know how American Horror Story always has the intro with like weird, creepy images, perhaps bloody in nature, or it's kind of shaky cam, and you know, almost like autopsy-ish kind of images. And that's all it was. The whole thing was just, all he showed us was people's names, these images, and played this Nine Inch Nails song, and that was it. We were done.
Like that's so horrifying.
That's so creepy.
Oh, so weird. Yeah, it was one of those, you know, like everyone has as the only one that I can really, like, it's just stuck with me. How we were there, what we talked about, the things that we did and did not think about our safety. Paranormal groups, if you're listening, don't do what we did.
don't climb in with the man who's like, come into the attic, or doesn't even say that, just motions.
He just motioned, and all of us were like, oh, I think I will, thank you.
Yeah, you're like, okay, sure.
This seems sound. Yeah, no, I don't even know why.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I love when you always call in with the weirdest stories. and I don't even live like a crazy lifestyle. These
have just happened through time. You know, I'm not a wild and crazy person, but it seems like they just happen, and then I keep them in my catalog for later.
And that's kind of what I do too. Like, it's not like weird things happen every time I leave my house. It's just enough weird things have happened over time that I'm like, huh, okay. I guess that this is
it's
just
me, isn't it?
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
I'm glad I got to share it.
This
been hanging out in my little inventory for a while. So I have to tell the team that
good to take it out, dust it off, show everybody, and put it back in the pocket for later.
It's weird? Yeah, it's weird. It's totally weird. Okay,
very weird.
Bye.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I'm sure we'll hear from you next time we do call in. So great to talk to you.
I know. I'm always creeping around the internet.
Exactly. And on right, Creepy Confidential.
Have a great show.
Thanks so much. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
God.
That's really good. And creepy.
Just the murder.
The murder house. I'm going to go ahead and connect. We have another call.
Oh.
Let's see. There we go. Hi, can you hear us?
Hi.
Hello.
This is Kimmy from ALOREING, and I am so excited. I wanted to call in.
Yes, we're so glad you did.
I am a big fan and a friend of Alyx and Creature.
Yes. We're definitely going to have you all come back on the show soon, too. Honestly, I love when we do these open lines because it mostly ends up being like our other podcast friends calling in. Because you all talk mostly about cryptids, so sometimes you get to be like, hey, I do have this wild ghost story that happened to me. So I feel like we give you a good outlet for that.
Yeah. I don't have any situations of me openly going into a murder house.
Yet.
So I don't have that for you two tonight. I'm sorry to disappoint.
That's
but
totally
I have
okay.
I do have a fun little weird cryptid for you guys.
Yes.
My co-host and I are currently getting ready for our new season.
Yes.
And in the joys of that, we are researching, which you two probably know all about.
Yes, we do.
And I was like, being the Twilight girly that I am at heart.
Yes, which we were talking about today.
Yeah. Alyx has gotten many Twilight love panic messages from me in the last 24 hours.
It's actually been you and my friend Ray, who reads tarot, who's been on the show, is also rewatching the Twilight movies right now. So that's why I've also been sending you a bunch of Twilight memes lately, because you both are rewatching them right now.
Creature, you got to get in on it.
You got to get in on this Twilight Renaissance.
Become a rat with us.
Yeah.
Team Jacob all the way, man.
Come down to the sewers.
Yeah.
We all float down here.
Join us. Well, speaking of Queen Jacob, I was like, I wonder if Utah has any werewolves. So I just went to good old Google search and typed in Utah werewolf. Ooh. And I need you to type in Utah werewolf in your search bar. And I cannot. I cried laughing.
You gotta give me a sec. I got it.
You know, I'm not going to describe this. I'm going to let everybody listening in go, what are they talking about? And Google this for themselves because it is so much better that way.
And since this is an audio platform.
That's amazing.
So, being an audio platform, I'll tease it. So you all can use your Google internet searches to enjoy this as much as we are. Pretty much what it is, it's like a joke because there's so much, like we're going to get into it like when we talk about it on our show because Utah werewolf could be anything, right? But what hunters in Utah do is they will take the rear of a beloved deer and they will chop it, and as a taxidermy gift, they will glue some eyeballs onto each cheek, and they will take the tail and they will put some teeth like a rabbit's mouth. And this is the Utah werewolf. They say it's like a result of inbreeding, but it's just like a fun, practical joke meme, and it is crazy popular for some reason, and people love purchasing it. It is the most majestic thing I have ever seen.
Yeah, like I need one of those in my den now.
Do you know what this reminds me of, actually?
What?
Did you watch the Winnie the Pooh cartoons when you were a kid? Because there's this episode where Winnie the Pooh gets stuck in a hole, like in Rabbit's hole, and they can't get him out, so Rabbit just decorates it to look like a face. And that's pretty much exactly what this Utah werewolf looks like. But he gave Pooh's butt antlers. So it's kind of like it's a Winnie the Pooh jackalope. Everything about this just keeps getting better and better. I also, when I Googled it, one of the results that came up was somebody drew, like, because, you know, it's taxidermy, so it's usually just the butt and, like, it's mounted. Somebody drew it and was like, I felt bad that he didn't have any limbs, so they just added some limbs and a top hat and, like, a teacup. Everything about this is just golden.
And there's a romance cover that's like one of the first 5 images, and I was like, people are doing the Lord's work, and I am very proud to live in this state. I'm not proud of a lot of things of this state, and this makes me happy to be here.
This is just pure joy. There is nothing wrong or bad about this. This may be the new best cryptid.
10 out of 10.
You know what I immediately thought when I saw that was, have you guys seen Evil Dead 2?
Yes. Oh no.
Oh no.
Exactly the scene I'm talking about.
Can we talk about that on radio?
I don't know that we can.
Put it in the Discord. Just put it in the Discord.
We'll put it in the Discord, which I just sent you both the photo of the Utah werewolf with arms and legs in Discord. I did not draw that. I just had to send it to you because I needed you both to see it. Oh my gosh. I think this is like the first episode in a while that's made me cry from laughing.
I need you to know. It's so majestic. When I was researching it, it was during the break, and I got that sickness that has been just plaguing the States right now, right?
Yes.
And, you know, it was late at night, like, my nephews were sleeping, and I was with my sister-in-law, and it's when you try not to laugh and you're sick.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we were just, like, dying, crying, coughing. It was great. It was, and it just gets better the more you scroll. So if that last story scared you, please enjoy the Utah werewolf, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. You know, almost get murdered in a creepy attic, and then look at some Utah werewolves to cheer yourself up.
The one from the Reddit forum too has a thing, like a little Post-it note by it that says "always under a full moon," and I lost it.
Oh my gosh!
It sounds like you've been crying. You're laughing.
I am crying a little bit.
No, I'm recovering. I'm trying not to cough my lungs out.
I think honestly, I'm starting to get a little bit of the cabin fever from being iced in, and I think that's making this like even more funny because I'm like, this is the most human interaction I've had in like 3 days, and it's just looking at this Utah werewolf.
You're just gonna start being like, you know what? I should make the Utah werewolf as a craft.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa,
I need to get really into taxidermy and just make one.
Have you seen, you know, the what's it called, the felt needling that people do?
Oh yeah.
First of all, I think you would be crazy talented at that. I don't know why.
I've never tried it.
No reason. I feel like you could get really good at it. And if you do, and when you do, please make the Utah werewolf.
My gosh.
Just like a little mini one.
I need to try this solely to see if I can make one of these.
I was going to say, hit up your dad after next hunting season.
Oh my gosh.
Have you got anything? Have you found any deer that are particularly juicy this year?
Do you have any caked up deer, Father? He's like, what? You're like any you found on a Thursday afternoon, you know?
No.
Do you have any caked up deer, Father? It's probably one of the best things from the radio.
Why am I hearing that as like you're in a church and they're like, okay, now let us pray, and you're like, hold on, I have a request. Do you have any caked up deer, Father? And they're just like, what is wrong with you? You are banned from this church. Please leave and never come back.
That's like a really weird way to ask for sacrament.
That's like the best confessional ever. Deer. He's like, why? What have you heard?
You just walk into the church and you're like, Father, can you transubstantiate this caked up deer for me? I want it to be the body of Jesus. I saw a meme this week that was like, I need to stop asking my priest to bless my honey barbecue Cheetos or something like that. And I was like, I had never considered anything could be used for communion, technically, if it's blessed and transubstantiated.
It's a whole new meaning to bless this man.
I can't anymore.
Oh
I've been broken. It's just the visual of going into church.
And this poor priest, like, what is wrong with you? I really, really hope a priest calls in next to be like, actually, you can't do that, or actually, you can do that. Oh my gosh.
Like, don't you mean the bread of Christ? No, Father, the cake of the deer.
Imagining that Utah werewolf, the arms and legs, and like a fedora and trench coat sitting in the back pew.
Oh my gosh. I feel like if you're asking that in church, yeah, you're going to be seeing that in the back pew, but you're 100% hallucinating it, and it's just sitting there going, do it, ask him, I dare you.
And you're sitting back with mass blessings.
And that's how he talks, too, you know, the Utah werewolf is like, do it.
Yes, yeah.
Like a little gremlin.
Full-on gremlin voice. I mean, look at that mouth. That thing is 100% like, do it, I dare you to do it. I bet you won't do it, you have to do it. Oh my gosh.
Also, I just got an image in my head of like super shredded Jacob turning into one of those.
Oh no.
The Twilight we deserve.
It's just biblically accurate Twilight.
I just imagine the writer when she was writing it, just like had that in her head.
I mean, Stephanie Meyer is Mormon, so maybe.
I just imagine her being like, "Oh God, those werewolves are so sexy." Okay, so.
I need somebody to remake the movie, and they're all just Utah werewolves.
She was so disappointed when they were just regular wolves.
Oh, you know what's like such like a and I may be misquoting this wrong because I just got off my cold, but is it like when you like learn more about Stephanie Meyer, wasn't her like brother's name Jacob? And it's kind of ironic that the Utah werewolf is a joke for inbreeding. So
oh
it's
my
like
gosh,
a whole wraparound joke.
If this is correct, she has 3 brothers named Jacob, Paul, and Seth, which is what she named the werewolves. Oh my gosh. I'm not insinuating anything about her, but oh no.
Also, can we agree? Those werewolves were way hotter than any of the vampires.
The werewolves could have used some more glitter, but yeah.
I will agree. Except Alice could get it.
Alice can get it.
I would risk it all for Alice.
I should say all the male vampires.
The actor that plays oh no. Why'd I just blank? What's Alice's partner's name? Why did I just blank on this? Yeah, the actor who plays him is super cute, except he looks insane in that role because of the face he has to make the whole time. Which is not his fault at all. He acted it really well.
He's the one that looks like Harpo Marx.
Harpo Marx?
You look up Harpo Marx real quick.
What? Oh no!
I don't know why that got me.
Oh
no! You're gonna kill me, creature.
Harpo Marx, a Utah werewolf. That would have been a great movie.
Oh my god!
If we're going that route, let's just go ahead and just have Robert Pattinson reprise his role, but he's like dressed as Batman the whole time for no reason.
No, I want the version of him in the tracksuit.
Yes, okay, actually, yeah, tracksuit.
That's the version.
Oh my gosh.
That's the version.
Oh no. This would have been such a better movie.
I'm so sorry to derail it, but I've so much talked about Twilight and werewolves, and I have raised you with chaos, and that is all I can do for you two.
No, that's perfect. We're going into the new year strong. Pure chaos 2025. I think that's what we're going for. Because anytime we try to do anything right in a year now, it goes horribly wrong. So let's just go pure chaos this time.
was going to say, this whole thing has been a beautiful movement of art. I don't know why you're...
We full circled.
Yeah.
You can't ask for anything more.
Exactly.
This is the radio equivalent of, like, Mozart or Beethoven.
They are rolling in their graves being compared to the Utah werewolf.
Either that or they're like...
Is really mad I said that right now.
No, I'm thinking they're like sitting up a little bit where they're like, hold on, let's see where this goes. They might be onto something here. They're like, I've never seen this Twilight, but this sounds entertaining.
Like, oh man, I've always thought Utah werewolves were so hot.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's actually what the movie Amadeus was about. A lot of people don't know that. Mozart's attraction to Utah werewolves.
Okay, I have to stop laughing now. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys for the belly laugh and for hearing about my Utah cryptid.
Thank you so much for sharing. I hope you feel better, and we'll have you on the show once you feel better and everything is, you know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Keep up the amazing show. Love you guys a lot.
Love you guys. Everybody tune in to Alluring 2 to hear about fantastic cryptids like the Utah werewolf, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see you guys around the campfire.
Yeah. Bye. Oh my gosh, the music also laughed right then. Oh.
We have to have like Utah werewolf merch now, right?
Gosh. Oh my gosh. My face hurts.
I heard you losing it over there.
I cried a little bit. I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is happening?"
There was a part where she was just talking, and I just heard you squeaking the whole time.
I truly don't know if like the cabin fever has set in. And I'm about to go like Jack Nicholson on like. Well, there's nobody here. It's not like I can go Jack Torrance on anybody, but like. You know,
just gonna come home to like blood down the stairs.
That would be a huge problem. The carpet's white. Oh gosh!
I needed that laugh. That was great.
Actually, I think it's more likely she would walk in and I would just be like tending bar by myself, and she'd be like, "You good?" And I'll just be like, "You're the caretaker here. You've always been the caretaker here." And she'll be like, "Right, I'm gonna go." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I don't blame you." Oh my gosh. Oh.
And then you pan out to the dollhouse, and it's just the exact same on the inside.
Yes, and then the dollhouse also suddenly has the exact maze from The Shining in front of it, which actually I really want to build that now. Why did I say that? I would have to build so much more fake grass. Okay, all right. Projects. I got stuff I got to do on this dollhouse, which for people who might have tuned in for the first time this week, hi, this show's not normally this chaotic, but for context for you, a couple of weeks ago, I picked up, I guess about a month ago now, because I was sick. I picked up a doll from a historical society here, and I'm going to fix it up and make it look like a cool witch house, but that's what I was talking about, wanting to put the Shining Labyrinth in front of it. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is also random but related. So, you know how we talked about tyromancy a while back, which is divining with cheese?
Yeah.
Sucrerbay, who is a perfume company, did a perfume advent calendar, and I went, that sounds super cool and right up my alley. And one of the perfumes they gave me is named Tyromancy. And it has someone holding a cheese block that looks all mystical on it. And I want to say it smells like cheese, But it mostly smells like pine, actually.
That's kind of a letdown.
I mean, I don't think anyone actually wants perfume that smells like cheese.
I think everybody wants to smell like Lindbergh. I think that's a missed market.
I actually have to say it kind of smells like pine in a way that like colored pencils do. Like when you're freshly sharpening a color pencil.
Now, I bet that would sell colored pencil perfume. Like I'm not even.
Oh, 100% yes. So I love weird perfumes. This one wasn't my favorite of the ones in the advent calendars. I got some really, really good ones, but I love weird perfumes. Most of the perfume that I have is like stuff that's like graveyard dirt scent. So if you want to laugh at what a dork I am, my cousin went through a cologne phase, right? He like really got into like scents and like he was actually getting like the essential or the condensed samples and like making his own scents and stuff. Oh, cool.
But one of the things that he did as for my Christmas gift is he went out and he found a list of a bunch of celebrities' colognes. And so you might know this. I didn't know this till he taught me this, but there are a lot of colognes that are exactly the same, but you're like...
You just rename them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also companies now that do dupes. Basically, once something's not made anymore, or if they think they can make it cheaper, they'll be like, hey, we made this, and it's a duplicate of this.
Yeah.
Which I've started getting ads for, and I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just looking for weird stuff. I'm not looking for a duplicate of anything. I'm just here looking for things that smell like tyromancy.
Well, if you ever smell my cologne on me, just know that he got me, this is like 2 years ago. I've like refilled these at this point, but the exact same cologne that David Bowie uses.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So whenever I'm around, if you smell my cologne, I smell like David
Bowie. I pretty much always have like something different on. One of my favorites is actually a friend of mine down in Georgia makes like bath bombs and perfumes and stuff. And my favorite one, it was called Renegade at first. It's called The Emperor now because she did like a whole line that was all like tarot inspired. Which is funny because this is actually how I met her was during early quarantine when I was losing my mind. I went, there has to be a bath bomb that scented like a bonfire. And so I looked for that and I found her bath bombs on Etsy. And her one for the Hermit was like kind of bonfire scented. And I was like, this is really awesome. And somehow we started talking on Instagram and now we're friends. I don't know. This happens a lot to me now that I'm thinking about it, where I find something and then like we start talking on Instagram and it's like, okay, we're friends now. Which is how, Mrs. Creep and Kimmy that were just on the show, like that's how they're on the show is I met them through doing this show and now we're friends. And I spam poor Kimmy with Twilight memes. It was reading to the Emperor, and it just like it's somewhere between a perfume and a cologne, and it is just like this perfect, kind of musky, but not in a like you can't breathe way, like while still being refreshing. Yeah. And I'm just like, this is awesome. And I just ran out of it, and now I need to message her and be like, hey, so you got any more of those? Because that is my favorite one, and I use it almost every day. And I think that's the only time I've like run out of a scent.
Well, it's like so it smells like pretty accurate to bonfire.
Yeah, it was like bonfire. And it was like a nice burgundy color, and there was like dried flower petals in it. It was really good. I wonder if I still have. I keep bath bombs on hand just in case. I wonder if I still have a little one of those. I'll have to look.
Yeah, I need to get into more like self-care stuff like that for like my own mental.
Well, maybe that's our. I know I said chaos for 2025, but maybe that's our goal as a show for 2025. Our last episode was also about taking care of yourself during the season times. How about let's all also take care of ourselves because we should. We just should.
Yeah, it's like it's the thing. I always love me some good chaos. It's always nice to unwind after a good amount of chaos. But
exactly. Also, Mrs. Creep is sending over the photos now, and wow, this is wild. Creature, I'll share this with you, but we're hitting the top of the hour here, so it's time for us to sign off.
All right.
So yeah, on that note, we're going to go ahead and sign off from Strange Talk. Good night.
And good luck.